This is, of course, Project Bluestar 2000 to 2012, and the Earth date is March 22nd. On this transmission, we will be visiting climate change warnings from around the world, and we'll also be taking an insight into the Siriun Star people, location, and the look of our beautiful, beautiful neighbours. Obviously, all the news that is broadcast on Federation TV can be found at millicom.com. Today's headings: China's most powerful earthquake since 2002, and in California, a swarm of minor earthquakes, and in Britain, a mass starfish stranding. Are just some of the stories on millicom.com.
How are we doing there, superstars, and welcome to the 22nd day of March 2008. You're on board the drilled ship Earth 1. This is Project Bluestar from the year 2000 to 2012 as we investigate extreme climatic variation on the planet Earth. Very shortly we're going to be crossing over to Danny, who's also on board Earth 1, and he's going to be exploring our carrier-bat investigation of Orion. Orion, it looks at spiritual perception, it looks at belief systems, it also looks at religions on the planet Earth and how we can find balance in the great variance of different ways of seeing the world. We're also going to look at some news on planetary positions around the world and the wonderful Mars, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and see how that influences human activity. So this is the 22nd day of March 2008. Hope you guys are well. Take it away, Danny.
Federation News. Let's look at planetary weather and planetary positions for March 22nd. This is a slide of the inner planets. On your left-hand side you can see the planet Earth, Mars up at the 11 o'clock position, making a beautiful spectacle in the early hours in the southern hemisphere. There are the inside planets, and here are the outer planets. And as you can see again, Saturn, a spectacular view in the evening sky in the southern hemisphere. Jupiter being an early morning planet, and obviously Mars, beautiful and bright also throughout the evening in the southern hemisphere. Solar activity for March 22nd. There are no sunspots or activity on the sun, and that message is from spaceweather.com. Worm moon. There's a full moon tonight, and according to folklore it's called the worm moon. The worm moon heralds warm spring days, thawing ground robins and earthworms. Coincidentally, this year's worm moon is also the partial moon, the first full moon of northern spring that sets the date of Easter. Now back to our headings from millicom.com. In China, there were no immediate reports of casualties in China's most powerful earthquake since 2002. The 7.1 magnitude quake hit at 6:33 AM, which is 22:33 GMT Thursday, about 140 miles southeast of the city of Hotan in sparsely populated southwest Xinjiang province. And continuing, in California, a swarm of nearly 20 minor earthquakes struck near Dublin on Thursday along a fault near Calaveras Fault. The first quake of a 2.9 magnitude hit 2 miles west of Dublin at 4:18 PM. 16 smaller earthquakes followed at 2 to 15 minute intervals. And finally, in Britain, thousands of starfish have washed up on beaches. Mass starfish strandings, or otherwise known as wrecks, are not uncommon in Britain and typically happen once a year, but the scale of death visited upon the beaches of southern England in the past few weeks has stunned conservationists and are looking for reasons. This news is brought to you by Millicom, PGS in energy, water, utilities and oil, and Earth Sanctuary World Nature Centre in Central Australia, and Global Rescue Emergency Management. This is the Environmental Defence Network. Let's look at our Insight program today. Galactic civilizations. Today's civilization In insight is the star nation Siriun B. To find Sirius in the night sky, find the belt of the constellation of Orion, Greek for hunter, and follow its 3-star down until you spot a brilliant blue star. That star, Sirius, Alpha Canis Major, is the brightest star in the sky and sits at the top of Canis Major. She is a multiple star and positioned approximately 8.3 light years from Earth. Here's a view of the Sirius star nation. Sirius A on your bottom left hand corner, and Sirius B, the light blue emanation, on your right hand side. Again, Sirius B. Let's see a closer look at the Sirius star nation. The star nation of Sirius was welcomed into the Galactic Federation of Light nearly 4.3 million years ago. Originally settled by a sentient species of lions called the Peshat, or Warriors of Heaven, who had colonised Sirius A more than 6 million years ago, when our settlers from the constellation of Lyra, Greek for lyre, first arrived. We appealed to the Peshat and to the galactic and local spiritual hierarchies. With their approval, we settled on Sirius B and later colonised Sirius C and Sirius D. The bodies of men on Sirius B range from perfectly formed muscular physiques to childlike figures and vary from 6 feet 6 inches to 7 feet 4 inches, 1.98 to 2.24 metres in height. Women are extremely voluptuous and stand between 6 feet 2 inches and 6 feet 8 inches, 1.88 to 2.03 metres. Sirians are of astral body of etheric form. On tomorrow's transmission, next transmission is a review of next week's transmissions on Federation TV. We hope it finds you well. Rock and roll, Billy Joel.
That's just fantastic. Thanks for hanging out with us on this transmission, and we'll see you on the next one.